Behaviorism. Behaviorism is closely tied to the development of psychology. It is a belief that behaviors can be measured, trained, and changed. It is a theory of learning based upon the idea that all behaviors are acquired through conditioning. Conditioning occurs through interaction with the environment. Behaviorists believe that our responses to environmental stimuli shape our behaviors. Behaviorists believe that observing behavior as a way to study the mind is behavioral methodologism. This theory came about because it was difficult to compare sensations. For example, what hurts more? What makes you happier? What makes you sadder? It is difficult to compare what hurts more, a pinch, a slap, or a punch. According to the school of thought, behavior can be studied in a systematic and observable manner with no consideration of internal mental states, such as feelings. If it does that, only observable behavior should be studied, since internal states such as cognitions, emotions, and moods are too suggestive. Then they developed logical behaviorism, which is essentially the same thing, just a different name. Methodological behaviorism is a general idea of observing behavior as a way of studying the mind. It is also the cornerstone of a scientific study of the mind. This study proved to be successful, and this caused several philosophers to push the behavioristic approach to the mind even further. And that's when they developed logical behaviorism, which basically, again, is the same thing as methodological behaviorism, just a more processed way. Essentially, it's the same thing and has the same principles. B.F. Skinner said to eliminate all mental terms. This means to get rid of all the feelings and get to the scientific stuff. For example, if a man says I love you, he really means I have a tendency to bring you flowers and hug you and tell you I love you. This is putting it in more scientific terms and less than in feelings. All mental phenomena, like beliefs or feelings, can be replaced by descriptions that refer to the behavior. Behaviorism refers to the term that all behaviors can be measured, trained, and changed. Behavior can be studied in an observable manner. All behaviors are acquired through conditioning. Behaviorism solves the mind-body problem. This is a big strength. By explaining the mind's internal behavior, it solves the mind-body problem. Human behavior can be understood in terms of stimuli, conditioning, and responses. Behaviorism transforms simply into a set of learned behavior responses to various stimuli. Logical behaviorism problems. Critics argue that behaviorism is a one-dimensional approach to understanding human behavior, and those behavioral theories do not account for free will and internal influence such as moods, thoughts, and feelings. Also, behaviorism does not account for other types of learning, especially learning that occurs without the use of reinforcement and punishment. People and animals are able to adapt their behavior when new information is introduced, even if a previous behavior pattern has been established through reinforcement. This is possible. Sometimes, feelings do not correspond to actions. This is the same as fake feelings. For example, if you tell your mom you liked her dinner in order not to hurt her feelings, but you really didn't like it but act as if you did, if she were a behaviorist, she would think that you did like it, but in reality, this is a fake feeling and you didn't like it. This ends our presentation on behaviors.